here today for the status hearing on the Abueloun versus Abueloun case. It's case number 2049000068. Looks like we have several individuals here. We'll go ahead and start with Mr. Walpole. Could you just introduce yourself and who you represent?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. This is Kim Walpole. I'm here on behalf of Wafa Abueloun, the petitioner.
All right, and Mr. Bailey, could you
Yes,
just introduce yourself and who you represent?
I'm here on behalf of Wally Abueloun.
All right, fantastic. I see that you have another attorney here, Mr. Reeve. He's with you. Is that right, Mr. Bailey?
Yeah, he's on the same side, but he's out of his office. If he kind of listen in and unmute himself and do something intellectually as a giant, which he usually doesn't, but you can only take certain help, and you get what you pay for, Your Honor.
All right, okay. All right.
And I'm going to go golfing, Your Honor. I don't need that stuff,
Okay. All right, welcome, Mr. Reeve. All right, I also see that we have some other individuals. Mr. Eric Johnson, could you just identify yourself? And
Yes, this is Eric Johnson.
are you just a spectator?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, fantastic. All right. We have Lindsay Brexa. Are you just an observer, Miss Brexa?
I'm also an observer.
Okay, fantastic. And Quentin Lister.
Yes, also an observer.
Okay, fantastic. All right. I did receive a request from a media request. Are there any individuals that are here from the media online?
Yes, that would be Mr. Lister at this point. He's the one that is doing the electronic media coverage for Utah Family Law TV or UFL TV.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Just counsel, could you just update us on how mediation went?
I think from our viewpoint, Your Honor, Steve Bailey here on behalf of Mr. Abueloun, we came to some agreements and some understandings, including dismissal of the protective order with a restraining order entered into the case in chief before Your Honor, and then a parenting plan to gradually work in addressing some of the financial issues. We're scheduled to go back when, Kim, in August?
August 11th at 1 o'clock with Judge Dawson for further judicial mediation.
To see how we're progressing.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So what issues are still pending?
I think it's parent time, Your Honor, and financial issues.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you were able to make a bit of progress during the last mediation. It looks like we've got another mediation scheduled in August, and I'm sure all of you are hopeful that you can get all the rest of the issues resolved. If you're not able to get all of the issues resolved, I would prefer to go ahead and set a trial date. Any objections to that?
Today, you mean, Your Honor?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like, of course, if you settle all of the issues, then we'll go ahead and cancel the trial date. But I'd like to set a trial date so that we just get this case progressing. As you all know, the case is relatively, it's been pending for a while. What do you think about possibly setting the trial in October?
Your Honor, my only concerns would be that we make sure we allow for plenty of time to meet the Rule 26 disclosures. Number one. Number two, we need to make sure we have an interpreter for the petitioner. And we don't have an interpreter on with us today. So we would have to make sure we have an interpreter scheduled.
Would mid-November make more sense, Your Honor?
Certainly, that would provide more time for discovery to occur. I mean, I think October would still be possible, given the pretrial disclosure deadlines are about 28 days, I think 28 days before trial. And if the August mediation doesn't resolve everything, then you still have time before October. But let me look at the calendar here. Hold on. And how many days would we need for a trial?
We looking at 1 or 2?
Well, I think a day and a half potentially, Your Honor. I don't think it goes 2 full days. Not unless Mr. Reeves stutters all the way through his questioning, but
And that's a real possibility, Your Honor.
Okay.
2 days.
All right. What do you think about, well, I'm going to ask my clerk a question. We have Veterans Day on Friday, the November 11th. Is that an official state holiday? Are we closed that day?
I'm sure.
Probably are. Okay. So that's not possible. We do have a trial the first week in November. I was trying to fit it in the second week, but let's go to the third week in November. What if we did Tuesday day and Wednesday to noon? So the day and a half, the 15th through the 16th, day and a half, and at noon. How does that work for your schedules?
November 15th all day and then the morning on the 16th?
That's correct.
Can I have one moment, Your Honor?
Sure.
And again, Your Honor, my concern is that we have an Arabic interpreter. And I assume the court follows up on that.
Yeah, I'm not administratively, I'm not extremely familiar on how that's done. Stacy has a better idea than I do with respect to how that's done. But yeah, let's go ahead and set it for the 15th and 16th. And we will update you with respect to the interpreter. And remind me the language that we need the interpreter for.
Arabic?
Arabic.
Right. Well,
Okay. All right. Well, good luck at the mediation. Let's set a final pretrial conference. If we got trial 15th and 16th, let's set the final pretrial conference for how about October 12th at 1:30 p.m. That sound good?
that works.
Fantastic.
That works, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, anything else that we need to address?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'll be in Mexico on the 12th.
Of October. Okay. How about September 28th? Also at 1:30.
That should be fine, Your Honor.
I'll be in a jury trial September 28th.
There's so many trials coming up. My calendar is getting pretty full. Well, let's go ahead and what if we did Friday, the 7th of October?
do you have that day is completely open right now? Is there a time that works best? And just to throw out a time, how about 1:30?
That works for me.
I'll still be in Mexico, but I think Mr. Reeve can handle that without me being there.
Actually, if Mr. Reeve can do it without you, I'd prefer it to be on the 12th.
Yeah,
That works
that's
for me,
fine.
Your Honor. That would work.
Okay, let's do it on October 12th at 1:30. So final pretrial conference, October 12th at 1:30. All right. Anything else that we need to address? Yes?
Do we need an interpreter, for the, pretrial conference as well?
Council?
I would like one there, Your Honor.
Okay, for that pretrial conference, yes, we'll go ahead and do that. Thank you, Stacy. Anything else that we need to address?
No, I appreciate your courtesy, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you for your efforts in mediation. Judge Dawson is wonderful, and tell him thanks again for helping us out in that regard.
I
We
will,
will.
thank you.
Thank
All
you, Your
right.
Honor.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you then. Good luck at mediation.
Thank you.
Thank you.